Welcome to Kletus Ray's Roadside Service. This is your host, Kletus Ray. We're having a great Monday so far. There was a podcast that I recorded for Halloween. It wasn't a super good one, and I forgot to post it up, and I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna do a new one. I'm gonna try to touch on all the things that I touched on in that one. Anyways, it was Halloween. I stayed at a Holiday Inn, which was great. I remember Friday morning, waking up in the Holiday Inn, everything was great. I left a little earlier than the food was going to be ready because I had to get going. I had shit to do. But anyways, we're going to talk about the weekend we had here. First things first, we celebrated Nuke and Lick's fucking marriage. It was a good time. We had a wonderful fucking time. Something just flew off my truck. Something just hit my truck or flew off my truck. I'm pretty sure I did not leave the sledgehammer on the step. I'm pretty sure the sledgehammer is in the cab right here. And I'm touching it. Okay, it's here. I don't know what the fuck I left on the step. Hopefully it wasn't anything important. Or maybe it wasn't even anything on the step at all. Maybe it ran over something. Hopefully I don't have a flat tire. I don't need any slowdowns today. Today I'm already running. I would say I'm running. I don't know. I feel like I'm running late. Is that because of daylight savings shit? I don't know. I feel like I'm really running late. I wanted to wake up at 4 a.m. I was awake at 4 a.m. I woke up to every single alarm and snooze it, snooze it, snooze it. Fuck this. I ended up getting up at like 5. Well, like 4:45, something like that. And I don't know. I'm really not that late. I think I'm still doing good, even though, well, I don't know. I probably should have been for the trouble that's about to ensue. I should have been there an hour. Like I should be where I need to be right now, and it's going to be around an hour, less than an hour before I'm there. So I guess I am probably kind of behind. I'm gonna do what I've done in the past, and I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna do what I can. I'm not gonna lollygag around or nothing. And if it ain't a full load, it ain't a full load. I'm sorry. There's nothing I could do there. Nothing I could fucking do. Uh, I said first things first, we were going to celebrate Nuke and Lick. I love to call them Nuke and Lick. I think it's a really, I think that's a perfect nickname for each other. Well, then I'm going to call them, whenever they're together, whenever they're separate, it's easy to tell them their right names, but whenever they're together, it's always going to be Nuke and Lick. It just sounds cooler. It sounds fucking awesome. Nuke and Lick? Fuck yeah, dude. They got married in a glass castle in Arkansas. And then they had the reception, and that was Saturday. Me and my wife, we purchased a bunch of soda pops. We didn't know how many soda pops. They said it's gonna be like an open bar. They're buying all the alcohol. They said, "Will you buy like all the mixers and shit?" You fucking hoe bags. These not Nuke and Lick. I'm talking about these cars on the highway. Like, hey, I have like a little bit of a gap, and I really would like to take that gap instead of you just driving next to my fucking trailer tires. Please let me over. Kansas City, here we come. I mean, we're already in Kansas City. Kansas City, here we go. We're getting out of this fucking place. We won't be back until Wednesday. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I gotta drink this water real quick. I've been pausing it and drinking water off camera lately, I think. Not today. That was a quick bottle of water, I'll tell you that right now. That was a quick one. We we bought a bunch of pop and lemonade, and we show up over there. My wife had dropped off the kids so we can both drink. We were both gonna get crunked as fuck, and I don't know. I'll just kind of give you my experience there, and it was a good one. We showed up. Luke is running around. Nick is running around. They're separate here, so they're separated. They're running around like chickens with their heads cut off. I understand. They're like, we got to get everything ready. Everything needs to be ready. And apparently, the venue was supposed to have. They talked to the venue. They said, hey, you guys gonna get like you have tables and chairs? They're like, yep. Like we have 80 people coming. They're like, okay. And then when they showed up, they had like seating for I don't know. I'd say 8 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, and then probably another 10. That doesn't equal 80 if I believe if I don't know, and my math could be wrong, but I believe we had like two big circle tables, two little circle tables, two rectangle tables, and then one longer table, and that was it. And uh, I don't know. I don't know. So we showed up. I'm getting all the I'm using my card shop simulator tactics to load the shelves with all the cases of soda pop. I'm loading them so they'll be easy to grab at. I even load the coolers up because I brought some coolers to throw the pops in and stopped and got some ice. And you know what? I said, you know what? I know a lot of people, they love to just they just dump the pop in there. You got either layers or you got mixed and matched. It's like hard to navigate coolers. But when you got Cletus Ray on cooler duty, I put 2 cases of Coca-Cola on its side. See? That's different. They're on their side. So it's like a wall of Coca-Cola, another wall of Diet Coke, another wall of Coke Zero, because I wanted to keep the Coke Zero separated from the Coca-Cola so people know that it's different, and then a stack of Sprite, which I thought Sprite was gone. I thought Sprite turned into Starry. Was that 7 Up that turned into Starry? I don't know, but I ain't fucking with no goddamn Starry. I'll tell you that right now. It may taste better, and it may be cheaper. I ain't fucking with it. Bring whatever you replace, bring it back. Starry? Shut the fuck up, you stupid cunts. That anyways, for people that might not be in America, Starry is like our new lemon lime soda pop that came out a couple years ago, and it blew everybody away. We're like, what the fuck is this? Where's the 7 Up? I think it replaced 7 Up. 7 Up has been a staple for sick homes for years, decades, centuries. And they're just like, hey, let's get rid of 7 Up and replace it with this bullshit high fructose corn syrup. That's the only difference between 7 Up and Starry, I believe, is they, instead of using sugar, they're using high fructose corn syrup. And it's like, that's some bullshit. It makes it taste so good. Fucking quit doing that. It tastes good, it's bad for you. 7 Up is also not good for you. But whenever you're sick, you got a little sore throat, and we're coming into that season. We've been in that season, honestly. You want to go to the store and you want to get a 7 Up. You don't want to get a Sprite. You want to get a 7 Up. 7 Up is the better. It tastes better when you're sick. The fizzy helps the throat irritation. The lemon and the lime mixed together with some sort of concoction of vitamin C that just gets you where you need to be. So anyways, I loaded these coolers all nice and neat like, and then I even had another cooler that was full of like all the other shit. I don't know. It was like, I don't know. I need a 7 Up. And they called a friend bartender to show up. Awesome dude. He was there. He was killing it. I was like, do you guys have enough? Do you have enough soda and everything? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, I'm not even touching. Like, you bought double the amount of soda we really even needed. I'm like, oh fuck. So now in my house, in my garage, I have two coolers. One of them is full of Coke, Coke Zero, Diet Coke, and Sprite. And then the other one is no ice in it or anything. It's cases of soda pop. We took a bunch of soda pops that were extras. And honestly, I really we gave away a bunch too. That's the weird thing. I was like, "Hey, who wants Coke? Who wants Sprite?" You know, yelling on the microphone. "Hey, come over and grab your Sprite, grab your lemonade," because we also bought, I don't know, 15 bottles of lemonade, and some of it was that fucking real good shit, that Simply Lemonade or whatever. It's got all the nice pulp in it. It's got the cool bottle with the awesome cap and everything. I got two of those at home, and it's like, I don't know. The kids love it, but they just don't drink it. They drink water. My kids drink water all the time. So I'm hoping this influx of stock in soda pops isn't going to change my children into needing soda pop all the fucking time. Because right now, well, I said two coolers are in the garage. Lies. One cooler in the garage. The one that's got the singles is upstairs in the kitchen. And now my daughter knows how to open up the cooler, and my son, he drank 3 soda pops last night. And I was like, dude, you need to relax. You need to relax. But he drank a Diet Coke, and he drank it. He's like, this is good. I'm like, you don't even, all right. Yeah, it is good. Keep drinking the diet ones. Thank you. So, anyways, I don't know. I think the other cases of pop I'm going to take to my mom's house for not really a home warming, how, she got a new house, and you're supposed to bring new shit over there. Home warming gift. Home warming gift. It's not that. It's just she has a new bar downstairs that's got this nice little fridge and shit. And I think I'm going to bring over Coke and Sprite cases and say, look, I'm going to stock your fridge for the first time. She's like, I like Coke Zero, is what my mom would say. And I'm like, don't have it. Sorry. You're going to have to drink the full strength shit for a little bit. Anyways, we went over to her house. We went to go see it in person for the first time. We drove by it once just to see how close it was to our house, and it's way close. Not way close. It's less than a 10-minute drive, which is awesome. You know, it's in town. 8 minutes, you'll be there if you get a green light. If you get a red light, it's 9 minutes. So we went over there, and luckily it was their first load also. My mom and my stepdad were there with their truck and car. So we showed up to just see the house and get a tour of it in person. And we ended up helping them offload. I'm talking about Nuke Lick here. So we load up the coolers. We get the coolers loaded. And then I meet a man named Steven. He has beautiful hair. Yeah, it was all slicked back. He had it all slicked back, and he was all dressed up, super nice and everything. And I wouldn't say people weren't. There was a lot of people dressed up really nice. He felt like he was overdressed. I'll tell you what, Steven, you looked sharp. You looked very handsome, Steven. Anyways, me and Steven never met this guy. I don't even know whose side of the family he's on. We're hanging out. I'm like, hey, you with the cool hair, come over here and help me untangle these string lights. And we made like a backdrop for photos, and they brought a little couch thing, and we got that all set up, and then plugged it in, and me and Steven hung out, and we were having a good time. He said, I usually ride horses. I was like, I usually drive trucks. He's like, that's cool. I said, no, yours is cooler. He's like, no, yours is cooler. I said, no, yours is cooler. And me and Steven hung out for a little bit. What else? What else did we do? I'm just like, hey, tell us what to do. Tell us what to do. And so, but there was a lot of people out there. So Travis is another one of Luke's friends he works with, I think. And Travis, the guy we went camping with, Travis is a badass motherfucker right here. Travis smoked. Luke bought a bunch of fucking meat. He said, Travis, what meat should I buy? And he said, buy this meat, I think is how it probably went down. And so he bought a bunch of that meat. And then he said, bring it to my house. And he brought it to Travis's house. And Travis stayed up for 29 hours straight smoking meats. Let me tell you, Kansas City barbecue was not nearly as good. Like some of the barbecue that I go out, Jack Stack, even though it's kind of a chain and really expensive and, for fancy people and whatnot, Jack Stack is like the best barbecue in Kansas City. Travis is rivaling them right now with his brisket because he cut them thick as fuck. They're thick briskets. I thought it was fucking burnt ends. It was brisket. They're so fucking good. I think that's what's wrong with brisket these days. Is people cut them so goddamn thin, and they dry out and they start turning purple looking shit, and you're like, what the fuck is this? And then they cold so fast. No, Travis's brisket was fucking amazing. Even like the burnt parts on the end, which I don't know, sounds like what would be called burnt ends. But anyways, the edge of the brisket that usually is like way too, it's just charcoal is what it tastes like. No, this was fucking delicious. It was amazing. I had me two big old fucking plates. I had one big fucking plate, and my wife was like, I don't know if they're going to have enough meat for everybody. And I was like, well, I'm getting mine. So I ate my plate, and then like everybody ate, and there was just a couple of stragglers going up for like their seconds, and of course I'm up there. No, we had way there was a lot of meat up there. There was so much. I was like, damn, because you're used to people, they try to like, I don't want to buy too much. No, these people, they bought the right amount. They bought the perfect amount of meat, which is too much because I could always keep going back up there eating. But I didn't want to eat too much. I said I have to go up. I have to do karaoke. I used to be a karaoke master. I'll tell you what, I used to have no fear. I had one bad experience doing karaoke, and I said, I'm putting it up. I'm taking my hat off, or putting up the robe, putting up the karaoke robe, and it ain't going back on. I'm done. I'm a has-been. I'll never sing again. But Luke said, buddy, the people are waiting for Amish Paradise. The people need Amish Paradise. Nobody else here could do Amish Paradise like you. You have to do it. You are the one. This party is going to suck unless you go up there and do Amish Paradise. He gave me that real good pep talk. And I said, I will never do Amish Paradise again. And I stormed out the back door. And this music was somber. The lights went down dim. And then I bust in the back door. I'm wearing a sparkle coat. Woo! Amish Paradise, here we come! And I almost stole Nick. Her hat was Amish styled hat. I almost stole it from her, but I said don't take anything from the bride. But I was really wanted to say, Nick, give me that fucking hat. I need it. I'm doing Amish Paradise. I'm doing Amish Paradise right now. No, I didn't. I just went up there and I did it in my normal hat. But I did good. I said to myself, all right, listen, this isn't going to be the greatest Amish Paradise performance I've ever done, but it's going to be one to go down in the books, okay? I'm not looking up from this fucking prompter. I know the lyrics. Do you know how many times I've listened to Amish Paradise? Do you know how many times I've sung Amish Paradise? Do you know how Amish Paradise is like my fucking song? That's the one, what I'm good at is Amish Paradise. I know the words. Itching at the boogie. I even said it wrong there. I usually don't look at the lyrics, but I found out it was hitching, hitching up the buggy. I thought he was saying itch, like you have a itch on your crack or something. Itching up the buggy. No, it's hitching up the buggy. Anyways, so maybe I don't know the lyrics as good as I should. But anyways, I go up there and I sing it, and I don't look from the prompter. I stay looking at the prompter, but I'm swaying up there, and I'm like, I just feel like, you know, I'm the stage. I'm moving the stage when I'm walking back and forth. I'm just a big old heavy guy just walking back and forth. It's like, hey, don't rock the boat. You know, everybody's getting sick down here, and I'm over there just rocking the boat. But I think I did all right. I think I did okay. I think that gave me the confidence to keep going up and doing Amish Paradise next time too. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna say hitching up the buggy instead of itching up the buggy. I'm gonna add an H in front of itch. I'm gonna hitch up the buggy. Churn in lots of butter. Raise the barn on Monday. Soon I'll raise another. No, I don't want to give you guys. You guys got to pay to see this, so I'm not gonna give it away for free. Yeah, ate a lot of food. West Nile Virus Man showed up, which was awesome. He sat next to me, and I helped him with some drinks. And Uni was there, his wife. She's so sweet. They both look beautiful. And met. I didn't exactly meet everybody, but I seen everybody, which was kind of nice. I saw lots of people. I don't know anybody's name, but me and my wife were there. My wife was immaculately beautiful. She always is. Um, and we had a great time. We had a really good time. She was up there dancing to the Harlem Shake or whatever it was. And the bartender was pouring them drinks. And we were making it to the end of the night. My wife she's like, hey, they're going to have to clean up soon. I'm like, okay. So I take trash out and I run the trash can up and down the tables. You know, as people were leaving and stuff, I was just picking up trash. My wife was running around picking up all the decor, and then you know, yeah, we were getting close to the wire, so everybody started helping cleaning up everything, and it turned out to be really good. It was a nice little team effort. Round of applause to everybody. We did a great job. And there at the end of the night, I had some Captain Morgan spiced rum vanilla. That shit was fucking delicious. I'm gonna need to get me a little pint of that and test it out again. Uh, we also did a bunch of fireball shots there at the end, which was nice. You know, fireball's also one of my staples. But surprisingly, I didn't get like super drunk. I drank probably 4 beers, 4 Boosh. Give me a Boosh Lights. I drank. I had a lemonade and vodka, but it wasn't super good. I don't. I was like, I don't. I was like, give me some sort of mixed drink. He's like, what do you want mixed? I was like, I don't know, lemonade and vodka, I guess. Something lemonade vodka. I don't know what you got. And yeah, he made me one. It was okay. But then I stuck to Booshes for a while, and then yeah, I had that vanilla. Oh, he made Jello shots. Nuke made Jello shots all over the place. Those were delicious. And I can eat a Jello shot with a dip in. That's one of the only things I can eat while chewing tobacco. I just swallow the whole thing. Whoop, it's gone. Never even touched my tongue really, except for when you run your. Yeah, I gave it a real little rim job and it pops right out. Um, what else happened? No incidents. Everybody was happy. We had a great time. The karaoke was blaring the whole time. It was awesome. Everybody was going up. Everybody did a really good job. Uh, we had a really good time. Travis brought his daughters. I felt like I was on an iceberg listening to his daughters. They seemed like they did that one song, um, "Wake Me Up, I Can't Wake Up, Wake Me Up Inside." I don't know. His both of his daughters did that song, that "Wake Me Up Inside" song, whatever that song is, and I felt like I was on a goddamn iceberg. They seemed Icelandic when they were up there. I don't know what the hell was going on. And then Travis went up there and he did his hits. Travis, I went up to him afterwards and I said, "Hey man, this I'm just throwing an idea out there and I'll let you I won't bring it up ever again. You should be a wedding singer. You should sell your services. You should make people pay to see this." Because Travis is one of the best. Let's bring the daughters. They'll be good backup singers, or they could do their own. I don't know. I don't know. You guys are good. They all got good pipes on them. But anyways, after watching, some of those movies where there's like the wedding singers or whatever, that wedding singer guy from I don't know, is it 40-Year-Old Virgin? I don't know. One of those movies where they got that wedding singer where he's singing and it's all funny and stuff. Well, anyways, Travis doesn't he does some really good songs. He does Roses by Outkast, and it's like this is fucking amazing. So, anyways, hey, reach out to me if you need a wedding singer, and I'll pester him again. I told him I would never speak of this again. But hey, if I give him his first client, maybe he'll do it. Call me up. I'll get you in contact with Travis, the wedding singer. He does a great job. And so the karaoke people were the people from the bar that they always go to, the one where we went, and we had a great time. It was awesome. That's where I lost my mojo. Um, I completely lost it. But the karaoke people had nothing to do with this. Those little fucking nerds at the goddamn table laughing. But they weren't laughing like with me. They were laughing at me. Also, I heard that they were also just laughing at something. They weren't even listening to me at all. But those motherfuckers, I'll tell you what, those fucking nerds, fuck you. You ruined me. You made me feel like a little man, which you would think would be good because I'm a big man, but you made me feel small. You made me feel insignificant. When I'm doing Amish Paradise, you shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up and you listen. You listen good here. Shut your goddamn traps. Quit rolling the goddamn dice. Quit playing Operation while I'm fucking up here singing Amish Paradise. So, anyways, the night ended, and I just started chucking, not chucking. I didn't break anything, Luke. I was just setting the stuff outside. But I was like, they're about to close the fucking doors on us. I'm just bringing boxes of shit outside, setting it on the curb. I'm like, all right. And then our Uber showed up because even though I wasn't drunk and my wife wasn't really drunk, we were both feeling pretty good, and our car was right there, and it's a 4-minute drive home. We said we're gonna Uber. We're gonna go ahead and Uber. We Ubered home with some guy. He was smoking the reefer. I could tell he was smoking the reefer. It was all over in the car. And he's like, I got snacks back there. I was like, I'm good. And he's like, will you hand me one? I'm like, oh, okay. And I gave him a ding dong. And he ate it sexually in front of me and my wife. I don't know what he was trying to get at. But he drove us to our house, and we got out. We went in and we made sweet love. Then we woke up and we went to the Big Biscuit in the morning. And dude, somebody my age and my size should not go to the Big Biscuit and order the the bonuts. They're biscuits put in some sort of batter and smashed down and deep fried and then covered in powdered sugar. Holy shit. Go to the Big Biscuit and try them bonuts, I'll tell you. I was like, damn, we could have just ate these for fucking breakfast. I ended up eating I had eggs Benedict, but instead of that ham, I don't know why. I'm just not a big fan of ham on my breakfast stuff. I'll eat it for Thanksgiving and stuff, like a big old chunk of ham or whatever, and on sandwiches and whatnot. Whenever I was doing that meat eating diet, I ate a bunch of ham. So I don't know. I guess I don't know. But anyways, I got sausage with it, and it was fucking delicious. It was so goddamn good. And that was one of the few times I've left food on the table. I started eating the pancakes. They were so fucking good. I was like, I can't. I take like 2 or 3 bites out of the pancakes, and there's like the big biscuit pancakes. There's the size of the plate. There's 2 of them. They're smothered in butter, and you put the hot syrup, hot maple all over it. And it's so good. And I started eating it. I was like, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm stuffed. The eggs Benedict was so fucking good with the hollandaise. But then I went home and I threw up. I don't know. I don't know. Everything was so good to me. I don't know why I threw up. I just threw up. Maybe it had something to do with drinking last night and then waking up having a hangover and then going eating a big biscuit, moving around a whole bunch, and I just fucking up chugged. But tell you what, I didn't get to the stomach acid. That was good. You know, sometimes when you throw up, you just keep throwing up and throwing up and throwing up, and then you're like out of throw up, but you keep trying, and you're like, why am I doing this? And it tastes like fucking shit. No, it just tasted like eggs Benedict and Bonuts, which was, hey, pretty, not bad. Not bad at all. And then I stopped, and then we went and picked up the kids. They were staying at her mom's house, which is great. They don't go over there all that often. Went over there, did not have any incidents or anything. Uh, Father-in-law, he did smack a fucking curb with his pickup truck. He bought that new Chevy K 2500 2024 or 5. I'm not sure which one. I think they're the same thing basically. 2500 gas motor. It's got a 6.0 in it. He's like, I don't want to mess with no diesel. He's a diesel mechanic. I was like, okay. So, anyways, they went to a Chiefs game a couple weekends ago or whatever, and then whenever they were on their way back home, they hit the diverging diamond. Literally, they hit the fucking diverging diamond, and I thought he fucked up his rim, but he shredded his fucking tire. His tire was completely fucking shredded. I don't know if he was drinking at the Chiefs game or what. Probably, I imagine he was, but I don't know. Anyways, new tire. He's fine. Everything's all right. But yeah, we got to sit there and hang out with them for a little bit, just hanging out with the kids. And then my dog, my Luna dog, my German Shepherd, turns 1 years old on Tuesday. I ain't gonna be in town, so I said we got. My wife Rose, she bought a bunch of shit for the dog, treats and a ribbon for her neck and all kinds of stuff. A bandana, oh, not a ribbon, and she kept talking it up, so we had to celebrate. So we went to this dog bakery, and we picked up a couple of snacks and cupcakes for the doggies or whatever, and took it home and celebrated Luna's first birthday. Oh, I also took her to the vet, not the vet, the cleaners, the groomers on Saturday morning. That was another thing. I told my kids, I was like, we're getting rid of her. And they were like, what? Like, we're getting rid of her. Like, no, you're not. I was like, yeah, I'm going to come back and she ain't going to be with me. She's gone. And they freaked out a little bit whenever I did come back and I didn't have her. But anyway, it was a funny joke. They were fine with it, I think. Am I traumatizing the children? I don't know. Anyway, so got her all cleaned up. She did really good. She did awesome. So we haven't really taken her out in the car all that often. Uh, and she has made a mess in the car every time. So I took her in the truck just because if you make a mess in the truck, you just put some newspaper over it and it'll be fine. Um, no, she did great. She sat and laid the whole time. She didn't try to jump on me or anything. She was just being a good dog the whole time. And what else did we do over the weekend? Oh yeah, we celebrated the birthday for the dog, and then that, I don't know. I think that was about it. That was about it. We did go to the park. Went to the dog bakery, then we went to the park, and then we went. Oh, we went to Good Sense Sub sandwiches. Everybody loves a Good Sense sub. Um, Kids ate their food. I ate my food. My wife ate her. Everybody's happy. Good Sense. Pretty fucking delicious. Expensive. Delicious though. Way better than a Subway. She's like, "Do you like this better or Jimmy John's?" I was like, "This. This is way better than Jimmy John's." But hey, you get me to a Jersey Mike's or a Firehouse Subs, I'd like to go there sometime. They got some stuff that I'd like to try. I like them too. But my all-time favorite of all time is Planet Sub. Planet Sub is my all-time favorite. If you guys haven't heard, my all-time favorite sub sandwich shop, just restaurant in general, is Planet Sub. Planet Sub is the best. And there used to be a bunch of locations, and they are dwindling. Uh, I don't know what I need to do. I need to just cater them every day to keep them in business. It's like this is an investment to the future. I need to keep them in business. I need to keep them going. I need to order a bunch of sandwiches. Maybe I just start giving them money. Here's some money. It goes in the tip jar, and then they take it, and then the business still closes. So I don't know what I need to do. I want to start my own franchise, Planet Sub franchise, but I need to be the owner. I don't want to make the sandwich. I want somebody to make me the sandwich, and then I can eat it for free whenever I want. That would be the benefit of owning a franchise. You can show up and say, "Make it good." The hiccups are starting a little later today. Oh yeah, had a really good weekend. And last night I was looking around on some stuff. It's gonna be really cold. I'm better off working in the cold than I am in the heat outside. I'm way better in the cold. Not much better, but I am better. It's got to be a perfect day for me to go outside and just continually work. But I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on something I should have a long, long time ago. I'm going to buy a hot rod harness off of Amazon for the square body. Why in the world have I put it off for so long? Why did I go to the junkyard and spend $30 on a piece of shit fuse box, and then spend hours and hours drawing diagrams and wiring and everything just for it to not work, and then buy another fuse box for probably another $30, just trying? It's like, I need to have relays, and it's still, it's there. I can do it, maybe, probably. But why don't I just spend 45 fucking dollars on a hot rod harness that has all the wiring labeled, that's long enough to reach to wherever it fucking needs to go? Why am I such a cocksucker when it comes to working on shit? I spend 3 times as much as shit's supposed to cost before I do it the right way. I don't know. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna just spend the $45 on a hot rod harness and put it in the truck, and then that truck is gonna be, able to run up and down the road at least, with lights and a horn and power to everything, and everything's gonna be wired up properly. Now I was looking at the reviews. You got to go through the harness and make sure, because not everything is labeled properly apparently, and that's all of them. I was going through all of those harnesses on Amazon, and they all were saying the same thing. It's like they're all the same fucking thing. They just charge more from different companies. I don't know. But I'm gonna probably just buy, the mid-range one. It's like $45. It'll give me 14 circuits, and I'll just have to go through and make sure everything is labeled properly and gonna be where it needs to be. And then we'll be good. Then the square body will be going, and I'm thinking I can get it if I don't know. I also don't have a lot of time still. I still don't have a lot of time. Next weekend, I'm gonna be out in Lawrence helping that West Nile virus guy move again. I should really learn his real name. Peter. No. Sean. I don't even know where to start. I just know him as West Nile virus guy. I know his wife's name's Uni. It's easy. One. Her name is One. Or, I don't know. Don't want to make fun of them. They're nice people. They're really nice people. Don't want to make fun of them too much. But I know that one guy has West Nile virus. He said he's going to make a full recovery. Whenever I was talking to him at the dinner or at the party, because I didn't have a lot of, we were moving. We didn't have time to sit and chat for a while. So whenever we were sitting and chatting at the party, I got a little bit more insight into his stuff, and he said, "Oh yeah, I think I'm going to get a full recovery. Like at least my doctors say that here in a couple of one more year, I'm only going to keep improving." And he said within a year I should be 100%. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, he's doing physical therapy and shit all the time. So, oh, all right, hell yeah, dude. I thought you was dying. I thought you were going away. You were going to be around no more. Maybe we should have saved some more of your shit. I'm just kidding. We didn't throw anything away. Well, I didn't throw anything away. But I was looking at all this stuff like this is stuff he's never going to get to. He's never going to get to build a chair again in his life. Poor guy. Oh, and Luke, I gave him your YouTube channel. I said, hey, what are you doing whenever you're just sitting around? Because you can't walk around. He said, I watch YouTube and stuff. He's like, yeah, just trying to keep busy. I was like, yeah, it's got to bother you. I'm not trying to put anything on him, but I'm like, I was like, I can tell that you have a passion for working on this stuff, and you just you're unable to do any of it. I was like, you're watching YouTube and stuff? He's like, yeah, I got a YouTube. I watch YouTube and stuff. I was like, look at you, Luke's got a channel of woodworking. Check it out. And so I showed him it and subscribed to him for him. And so now he's going to have a Patrick. No, I don't know what his name is. He's going to be watching your YouTube channel now. Share it around. Hey, and anybody else that wants to watch Luke's YouTube channel, he hasn't posted in 5 years, I think. But it's a great YouTube channel. It doesn't mean he's stopped working. He still works on stuff all the time. But the Bartley builds, Bartley builds, and it's a picture of him building stuff. Look it up on YouTube. The Bartley builds, or Bartley builds. I don't know. We had a conversation about what we should call it, or what he wanted to call it back in the day, and he said it's something. Bartley builds. Bartley Builds is what I typed in and it popped up. Bartley builds. He's got like 8 videos on there. I think I might be in a couple of them. Not sure. And I don't know. I had another YouTube channel where I did more real life stuff, but I don't remember what it was called. Anyways, adios. Keep all 18 down. We'll talk to you later.